What's good? It is Sam here, and today I wanted to go through a 1 year transformation with SARMs and talk about that a little bit about the compounds, but also just more about the physical changes over the course of a little over a year. So, with that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, first of all, thank you, and second of all, it's good to freaking see you. Well, let's get into it. None of what I'm talking about in these videos is any recommendation or endorsement that you take any of the compounds that I reference in this video. It is strictly under doctor's supervision, and they're just for research purposes. Okay. So what do we have here? I don't remember my weight at this point, but you can see that I was substantially smaller as we move along. This was November 2018. So this is when I actually was just around starting the MK677 for my right elbow, which was painful. Anytime that I'd go up and flex, I'd get a grinding from my ulnar nerve. So I decided that I was going to take a year with that. I've got some good back separation in terms of the muscles. They're just on the smaller side. It's probably 220-ish here, maybe around there. Looks pretty lean. Legs look pretty small, at least here. You can watch this transformation. It's pretty interesting to see as it moves along. I was not taking, I think I was taking MK677 and possibly one other compound, maybe LGD or something like that. This is from February 2019. So different camera angle. As you can see, there's other people in the gym. And my elbow at this point with the MK677 had gotten substantially better. You can see that I just look a little bit fuller in this in terms of my arms and shoulders than in here. It just, to me, it looks like it's a little bit fuller. I didn't really take a ton of time off of any compounds during this time period. I stayed on the MK677 with testing different dosage protocols and timing of what I was taking. So if I might have I've tried so many different dosage protocols, but I think when I started in November of 2018, I believe I was taking 20 milligrams a day for a period of time, closer to maybe month 2 or 3. At the end of month 2 and going into month 3, I think I switched to potentially 30 milligrams of per day for a period of time. Then I fluctuated, or I might have done, I know for a couple months I did 5 days on and 2 days off for it, and I dropped down the dose also at one point to 10 milligrams a day, 7 days a week. There was also a time period, as we're going to get into in a moment, I'm going to try to see if I can get some back footage in here, where I also went to, you can also watch the evolution of the actual poses and the control and just the difference over time. Chest looks pretty small, at least it looks like a little bit on the smaller side, or just not as full, very full in this picture, in this video. The next is from May, so this is about 3 months later. At this point, I think I was just either starting TRT at around 200 milligrams, and I think initially when I started the TRT, I was definitely still doing the MK677. The SARMs, I think I stopped for a period of time, a short period of time, maybe like a month or something, while the test was increasing and getting up to the saturation level in my blood or in my body. And it was, I think, not this time, but the 3 months after this, it was when I was actually added in hexarelin. So the MK677, I dropped down to just 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, and the hexarelin I took generally between 150 to 300 micrograms a day pre-workout. So that would be, the hexarelin's got a very short half-life, so I would take the hexarelin either when I got to the gym or right before heading to the gym, and then after I would on the weekends when I wasn't lifting, I would take the MK677. At this point, my elbow was almost completely better, just a tiny little bit of discomfort every once in a while. The vast majority of the time, I wasn't actually having any pain or discomfort in my elbow. You can see I'm also I look a little softer, and as the year progresses, I continually get harder and harder as the year goes on. The back looks like I've made a little bit of progress relative to say 6 months earlier, but not a tremendous amount. So let's move on to the next video. This is from August, so pretty sure here this is, and you can already see a giant difference. Like, look at the difference right here between some of this here. So this must have been when I added in the hexarelin and or added back in the SARMs, because you're able to, at least I'm able to see a big difference in my arm and shoulder size in this video. Oh, substantial difference, like giant difference in this video versus the other video. This is from August, so this must have been when I was taking the hexarelin. Hexarelin is awesome. By the way, for YouTube's terms of service, I'm not allowed to leave any source links down below, but what I can do is leave my Instagram link down there. And if you go to my Instagram profile, you may find what you're looking for. And if you do, find what you're looking for and you happen to use an affiliate link and you want to take a screenshot of that, text it to me on Instagram. We can jump on a call. Hopefully I can answer any questions, maybe about diet or training or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, and give you any thoughts of mine if you're interested. Just take a screenshot of that or just hit me up. I'm happy to help out if I can. But the difference between these two was adding in the hexarelin. Hexarelin versus MK677 was tremendous. There's a big difference. The MK677 is awesome, made a huge difference. Practically like 80 to 95% healed my elbow. But from a muscle standpoint, from a fullness standpoint, from a size standpoint, and I don't remember, so this could have also been adding in some more SARMs into this, but I'm pretty sure this is right around when I was doing the hexarelin. It comes in a 10 vial kit, and I think it lasts 3 months or something like that. So I probably started it just after May or right around then, or June or something like that, right in that time period, and then I carried it through for a period of time with short breaks in the middle if I was on vacation or doing something for a week, because I think I took a couple trips during this time. But definitely a big difference in the fullness. I could have also just trained arms at that point. Now this has been, so now we have a 1 year transformation. So you can see this is 1 year. This is November 2019, and this is November 2018. Not a in terms of the front here, look how it just looks relatively small versus, say, this is November. So this is a year later from the initial one, still taking the MK677. At this point, I was not taking the hexarelin. I most commonly will research with about 10 to 20 milligrams of SARMs per day, 5 days a week. Chest is looking a lot fuller in this picture here. Could have been chest day here and arm day in that last video. I don't know. But still looking a lot fuller than 1 year earlier. Probably around 230 pounds in here. I don't honestly remember what I started at in 2018 in terms of adding in compounds. And I've been taking or researching with SARMs and other compounds. Chest is looking way fuller here. Look at my chest here versus, I think we do a similar pose in this video here, where, let's see where it comes to, maybe right in here. I don't know, but look at my chest right here, and it could have been a chest day versus a non-chest day, but the size difference is substantial. The size difference is so much bigger, even though my weight might have only been 10 pounds difference. Maybe I was 235 here, I don't remember. Something along those lines, but the chest, this had to have been a chest day. The size of my chest here versus a year earlier is freaking ridiculous. let's see how my back looks now versus it was a year earlier. Definitely a lot wider. In my back. I don't know if it's because this lighting definitely does not look as lean, but that could also be the lighting because it does look like it's a little bit washed out. So it's hard to tell versus some of the other ones. This was a different part of the gym in Massachusetts that I went to. And it looks like the posing isn't, so I just paused. The posing is okay here, but it looks like I could have spread that, brought my scapula down a little bit more, dropped my shoulders just a smidge. Then that would have tied in and made my lower lats pop out a little bit more because it looks like that's a little bit higher of a pose here. The next and the last one we're going to get to is February. So today is the end of March 2020. So the last one that we have here, this is from February 2020. So this is a year and several months later. Let's see. Lighting's little bit washed out. You can see definitely more striations in my chest. I'm going to just pause it here for a second. My one pec, if you pay attention, is a little bit different in terms of size than the other one. I've been working on bringing up my left. So this is my my left pec here is a lot bigger than my right pec, say 2016, right? It might have been when I noticed it. Right around 2015, 2016 is when I started to notice the size difference. I filmed every single workout for 6 months. And since then, I've been adding in a lot more volume on my one side. I've brought it up substantially, but overall it's still not as not the same size. So it's something that I've been working on. It's a little bit washed out to tell. Arms have definitely made a big improvement, and it looks like the shoulders have made an improvement, along with the legs. So you can see the legs right here are the shorts are these are the same pair of shorts that I had about a year and a quarter earlier, right? You can see that these are pretty tight. This is the same exact pair of shorts. You can see that my legs are substantially smaller in this photo, in this video here. They're not pulled up to my mid-thigh like they are in this one here, but legs just look a lot bigger, glutes looking a lot bigger. The serratus is also a lot tighter. The whole upper body physique look substantially bigger, and the caps on the shoulders. So this is look at my arm size too has gotten a lot bigger along with the chest. This was a little bit over 1 year transformation with about 6. Probably 7 months of TRT. So the TRT, the testosterone replacement therapy, is about 175 to maybe at most 250 milligrams a week. I take daily injections for that, something like about 35 milligrams a day, generally speaking, 5 to 6 days a week, not 7, generally 7 days a week. I don't do that. But even here, where the shorts are up a little bit higher, but my legs just look substantially bigger than they do here when I turn around and you see in my back. This got a completely different pose, right? Because this one I'm standing straight up, where this one I have my legs open a little bit. But the size of my legs has grown substantially over that period of time. Also, my posing has gotten substantially better than it was when I first started filming these. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comment section. This is about a little bit over a year worth of a transformation. You guys can see for yourself there's a big difference. The footage is a little bit washed out, but I will continue to do these as soon as I'm able to get back into the gym. Currently, with all this craziness that's going on in the world and in the country, I'm doing 2 things. I'm doing stretches every single day to get closer and closer to doing a split. I'm about 8 or 9 inches wider in terms of the angle of my legs when I'm trying to do a split. And I'm doing yoga every single day until the gym is back open up. The only compounds that I'm really taking now our TRT, and I actually started up MK677 again at 10 milligrams a day. So I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comment section. Jump over to Instagram and say what's good, and I appreciate you. Peace.